During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
Lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Oh my God, we did it. We did it. It's Monday. We're here. We're alive. Barely. And we're going to do this. Revenge of the Sis. Welcome aboard as we kick off your week.
You know how many people, guarantee you right now, are feeling exactly how, you know how many people celebrated after this weekend? You know how many people were just fucking, because here's the way I look at it.
A lot. I should have even done like a night wave this weekend. No dice.
I didn't do a day wave this morning.
I got drunk with you guys all weekend.
I didn't do a day wave this morning. Because here's how it works. Like for most weekends, there's usually, when there's a big event, right? It's usually one day out of the weekend, you know? Like if there's a UFC fight on a weekend, you know, you're going to chill Saturday, but Sunday you're going to go hard, right? Or your team's playing a big game. All right, that's going to be my drinking day. There's some weekends where every day there's a reason to celebrate, and by the end of it, you're like, I shouldn't have done that. We start, well, obviously.
I had no self-control this weekend in regards to food, booze, cigarettes, like all of it. If it was in front of me, I was like, I would like 2 of them, please. Thank you.
A lot of stuff happened this weekend. So I guess you want to get right into it?
Yeah. So we got a new Supreme Court justice.
Well, I have it set up. Okay, so I want a little run. This is this weekend. This before the confirmation. This is Manchin, the Democrat, who, by the way,
More like Thug's Mansion. After this weekend. Triple air horn.
Tupac was all thinking that he was going to get into heaven. He was singing about Thug Mansion.
Yeah, but then he didn't renounce his evil ways and his N-wordish behavior, and he was murdered, and now he's in hell or Cuba.
Well, fucking, I'll go to hell. This is before when. Remember, he announced Friday that he was going to be voting for Kavanaugh. West Virginia Democrat, which, by the way, a West Virginia Democrat is a moderate Republican.
Yeah, West Virginia Democrat is a 1992 Democrat.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. Well, this is him saying he was going to switch his vote.
Shame! 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 Shame!
I had to
Shame!
vote on
Shame!
that, so I had to-
Shame! Shame!
So again, as you could see, everyone's being very reasonable, Mike.
I mean, they are being. I thought. Look, I have to say this. If there's anybody to come out on the losing side of this, still sort of being a winner, as far as when history looks back on you, I got to say that that women, you conducted yourself with such dignity and grace this weekend. I was reminded of early feminists, like Susan B. Anthony.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's a big one.
All the great women that fought for women's suffrage in the turn of the century. Just, again, the dignity and the restraint that you displayed this weekend. Hats off to you, ladies.
Sir, you're right. And
you're never going to be taken seriously again. Anytime people go, why can't there be a woman president? You ladies showed this weekend why women have no business in and around the decision-making process when it comes to policy in this country.
all right, look, Mike, let's hear the reason. Let's hear the reasoning and the level-headed coolness.
Vote on
Shame!
that, so I had to-
Shame! 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 Shame!
And that-
Shame on you!
Lights are
Betrayed
on.
us!
Shame, 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 shame on you.
You know what?
You, again, ladies, you're not, this is it. You after this last election and after this fiasco, you politically need to take a timeout, regroup, recollect your thoughts. But what you don't need to be doing is continuing this shit, which is what you're doing right now.
Shame!
If I'd have had
Shame
that-
on you!
So why?
Shame on you!
See what happened was, by the way, I didn't realize who this band was. Shirley and Company was there, and they were just warming up their. I didn't know the name of the band until I looked it up.
I didn't either. It's one of those ones as you said it, I went, well, that is definitely the band
That's
now.
Shirley and
But
Company.
I would have never thought of that. But you are right.
Okay, look, she is they're being
Shame!
reasonable.
Shame on you! Come out!
Shame, shame, shame on you. That's what she's doing.
That was basically what
You
was- I saw
betrayed
her announce
America!
I'm sorry, ladies. I'm from West Virginia. I'm not used to women speaking so loudly and so rudely. What were you saying?
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
And Mike, obviously that worked because he ended up switching his. No, wait, he didn't. He still voted for Kavanaugh. 51-47.
By the way, shout out to Augusto Pinochet making
there,
a
yeah,
very
there
rare
you go.
appearance right there in the video. Very cool.
He walked up. He goes, "I got the helicopter warmed up. You want me to take him outside?"
He said, I've got your back, hermano. So fucking helicopter was already swirling in the background.
Shame! Are you gonna let our democracy die? What is
Yes. If the democracy lives and this is what we have is screaming women, I will. Let me answer your question. I will let our democracy die. I will let it burn to the ground.
I feel about women being raped with this issue the same way I feel about every time you bring up kids getting shot by guns. I don't care if they've all got to be raped. You're not getting the Supreme Court back. I'm not letting that happen. Over my dead body, ladies. And they see the difference between you when you guys go over my dead body and me when I say it is that unlike women, I'm willing to kill somebody when the time comes when my back's against the wall. You will pull a gun and freeze. You'll pull your rape whistle, or your mace, and you're gonna go like, I can't even get the cap off.
Because a man's not there to open it for you.
I have very large hands. I will just strangle you with these. You're not gonna win in this civil war. So just stop. Just stop.
Go regroup, like I said, and shut up for a couple weeks. Give a couple quiet blowjobs. Let everybody think things are back to normal. You know what I mean? And then strike later.
What are you doing? What is wrong with you, Joe? You donation.
Hold on.
Oh, I thought it was, whoa, there she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. That's what they were singing in the hallway.
He's a vote eater.
Can we do that? Can we go to like one of these things next time that's really contentious and we'll just lead a sing along of like a Hall & Oates song?
I would love that. How about like you make my dreams come true? What are they singing? Is it they doing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot? Did a bunch of slaves just get freed?
I'll bet you this though.
Uh-huh.
I will bet you cash money that is from a TV show or some kind of film.
Oh yeah, I'm sure someone will
Because
tell us.
women are, again, you guys, you're the worst when it comes to creating ideas, art, original
Comedy.
thoughts. You're just bad at it. And then you always have to go, oh, what do they yell in Handmaid's Tale? What do they yell in fucking Game of Thrones? Because you can't come up with anything. By the way, you know who came up with all those great scenes from all those shows you like?
Men
writers.
Look at that profile.
Oh, boy.
God bless America.
Do any of these people seem happy ever?
No. First off, multiple marriages. Let's start with that. Multiple marriages. Probably at least one single kid. Well, at least one kid, but probably multiple kids from different parents. That's what's here. You know what I want to ask all these women? Who's taking care of your kids?
Well, they probably don't have any kids. They probably had them all vacuumed out.
No.
Wombs.
I guarantee you, they don't have a husband, but they have kids.
Some of them maybe. Some of these just are like dead child.
Right here, this right here, mulatto kid.
Probably.
That's a mulatto kid.
But like, what do you think of this? The songs and everything you're gonna do? Nothing. We got our guy. It's not like, you know what I mean? You guys can keep. And the worst part is these people are so miserable. If these bitches won and got their way, they would have cheered and celebrated for about 20 minutes. And by the end of that hour, they would have been back to being mad about something else and protesting and kicking and screaming somewhere else about something else. These people are just perpetually outraged career activists, and we need to get rid of all of them.
All of them?
All of them. Even the right-wing ones. Make their entire living being active. They get them out. Fucking done.
# make women homemakers again. Look, let me tell you something right now. I want to be clear with everybody. If Kavanaugh didn't get in, there wasn't going to be a bunch of men crying. You know what I mean? We weren't going to be like, oh my God! Like,
no, it would have just been, well, somebody get me Amy Barrett on the phone. Get me a couple other backups, just because she might not want to go through this now. That would have been it. And guy, we all would have been like, all right. And we would have been doing a show this morning about who's on the short list now. Who's next?
Trump would be like, look, I'm flying through there anyway. I'll bring Amy Barrett on my plane. We'll just drop her right off.
I mean, look, what's the worst, Amy? Rosie O'Donnell's going to come out and say you raped her with a strap on. I mean, come on. We could do this.
What song? Can somebody, no, seriously, someone in the chat, help me out here. What song are they singing?
I wouldn't.
Because they didn't come up with this.
If I was walking through these halls, like on an unrelated thing that day, and this was going on, like, you understand that I would laugh at them. And it wouldn't be to be an edgelord. It wouldn't be to get foot. I would just be like, what are you doing? Right? Wouldn't you laugh at them blatantly to their faces and go, what are you doing? Like, the only time this is acceptable behavior is at a funeral. And even then, I'd be going, why are you singing a song?
Look, can we please hear the Natalie and Imbruglia B-side?
The substance of the speech was crushing. As a survivor, I just feel like she
The substance of the speech was crushing. as a survivor. This woman was a survivor, Mike. A survivor.
As a survivor, I just feel like she disregarded all of our.
Survivor. You see, I've been raped so many times because I'm so sexy. Oh, God. All these men are always looking at me because I'm so sexy.
Are you?
Was crushing. As a
Got
survivor.
fish mouth, too. She's got that same SJW fish mouth.
Jesse from Pot Awful. You can't survive rape. Rape doesn't kill you.
Thank you. He's not wrong.
I know.
Hashtag cancel women.
Hashtag rape can't kill you.
That's, shout out to Jesse from Pot Awful. He's right. Like, if you said I survived rape and being set on fire.
Yeah. Then, okay, you survived the fire part.
You know, I survived, like, let's say you jumped out of an airplane and then realized that your parachute didn't work, right? Let's say another guy jumps out of the plane, free falling, comes and rescues you, right? Rapes the shit out of you, but then helps you land to the ground safely. Then you've been raped and are also a survivor.
You see, the single mother.
The substance of the speech was crushing. As a survivor,
She's got that fish mouth phenotype.
Yeah, I got it. But you know what you're missing? Where the fuck are her eyebrows?
And her chin.
just feel like she disregarded all of our pain and all of our suffering.
No.
And just
Here's the thing, though, right? This is what I'm so sick
She looks
of.
like an undercooked cake.
The reason your pain was disregarded is because it is fucking irrelevant to this case. I hate women. I
decided to vote.
Hate them. Women, you make it really hard not to hate you. Very hard.
Hold on. Current day Jim Norton just sent a message saying, you know what? It's a tough one, man. Because, on the one hand...
Look, it's not just because I hate Trump. Honestly, I would tell you if it was. I would honestly tell you if I just hated Trump. But the thing is, man, I'm getting motherfucked by these scumbags.
And all of our suffering, and just decided to vote with money.
That's the new Jimmy thing, right? It doesn't even bother me. Like, if it did, I would tell you. I would tell you, honestly. Sure you would, bud.
Decided to vote with moneyed corporate interests.
And I think there's going to be a huge consequence for Republicans on November 6th.
Yeah, we're now more united than ever. There's going to be a fucking huge red wave. You know what you did? Because I'll be honest with you, and I mean this sincere, and you guys, correct me if you think I'm wrong. Had it been smooth sailing, Kavanaugh would have gotten in. I think that a lot of people that would have voted Republican or conservative in 2018 would have been lulled and be like, I'm not going to go vote. But you riled up that base now, right? Now they're like, these fucking crazy people wanted to ruin a man's life. You guys, this little fucking last minute shtick you did probably cost him 2 seats. I honestly believe that. I think Democrats are going to pick up some, but I think it cost them. I think it cost them seats.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I think that I don't think it's going to be I don't think there's going to be a blue wave. I don't think there's going to be a red wave. But everybody does need to go out and vote because this is
not women.
We need not women though. Not women. You've had your chance. You've had your time, ladies. You had about a full century.
Yep.
And you blew it. So we need all the guys, preferably the white guys, to go out and vote. Vote Republican.
Decided to vote with moneyed corporate interests.
What about base trannies? Can they vote still?
Well, yeah, because they're dudes.
Okay, there you go.
That's an easy one.
That's right. The driver's license still says dude.
They're still men. All right. Again, another protester. We're working into the vote. Just a couple things that happened before because Saturday a lot of shit happened. So this is Kavanaugh did nothing. People pro Kavanaugh people standing outside and Trump people holding up signs in favor of Kavanaugh, and of course a female protester comes and does this.
Oh, and of course it's a certain woman of a certain socioeconomic background.
You saying she's not a natural blonde?
I'm saying she is the kind of woman that you would generally see in a cell phone store, screaming at the top of their lungs in the middle of the afternoon,
Yep.
While one of their kids walks around the store breaking floor models.
She looks like someone that would be working the window at a Taco Bell. The overnight shift.
And not in a good town, like one
No,
of those
no.
I-95 towns.
Yeah. So she's basically ripping up their signs.
Here's my problem.
Women?
And I get it. Optics. But could right-wingers stop being such cucks and
Yes.
such faggots? Fight back. I'm sorry. That's a woman that needed to get punched in the face. Sorry. I'm not advocating violence in general.
but
I'm advocating you defending yourself.
But again, I agree with you, and that's why you have to have. That's why you have to have
Right-wing death squads?
Well, before that, I'm going to back up a bit. Before we get to the death squads, have one woman ready in your group that's ready to punch another bunch of women, because you don't want the guy punching her.
Yeah.
That's not going to look great.
When I did a lot of hood shit with hood rat type ass people, we always had a chick around
Right.
that would come out that was just really, really grimy and would punch you in the face and
Right.
would rip your earrings out and shit.
A woman in this group should be hitting her.
You see that? She literally, she's just like, here you go, sure.
Yeah, hit her.
Oh, that's right, Sarah. This is an elected representative of student government.
An elected representative in student government.
By the way, you want to be a tough guy? You want to talk and be all snarky? I know you're literally standing behind a girl there, you little street shitter. So I don't want to hear what you have to say. Huh? You want to make my snarky comment? You're hiding behind a table and a girl. Tough guy. I would have smacked her. I can't even promise I wouldn't have smacked her in the face. And I'm a guy. I'm not saying I would have hit her, but an open hand smack to the face. I might. I'm getting, as I get older, I'm starting to get more frustrated with these people. It's like these left wingers thinking they could just tear and break things. And go. No. I honestly, man or female, I'm going to start smacking people in the face.
My tactic would have been, and I hear what you're saying, I would have held onto her backpack and not let it go. You kind of, drag her around a little bit. But well, you took my shit.
That's a nice smack.
Huh?
Just a nice smack.
You doing? My thing. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you trying to assault me? This is.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you trying to assault me?
Oh, my God.
Dude! Fucking defend yourself.
I'm not saying that you guys have to go out like fucking TWP, just punching people in the face all willy-nilly with neck tattoos. But somewhere in between Matt Heimbach and somewhere in between this is sort of where we need to be. My God.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't think that's all. This guy talks like when a black comedian pretends to do the white voice, you know?
Fuck yes, Sarah! Fuck yes, Sarah!
Punch her in the fucking face! I'm done with optics. Optics are fucking over. Fucking hit. You can't.
Yeah, just Corey Lewandowski, that bitch.
Do you think if you would have walked up and started ripping signs at her fucking thing, you wouldn't have got viciously thrown at you and slapped and punched? Because you would have. And I hate this. Well, we got to look better. Why? Why? They called a federal judge and now a Supreme Court nominee a rapist. Do we need a fucking... I saw the political article today. The Democrats say that they're done playing nice after the Kavanaugh conference. Now they're done. They've been playing nice this whole time.
Oh, well, actually, that's concerning.
Isn't it?
Very
What's
worried
next?
I'm worried about what happens when the gloves come off.
Fuck you to survivors. Fuck you to every girl.
Survivors.
We're all survivors.
Everybody was raped. Everyone's raped. Everyone's a survivor. Oh my God, they're stupid fucking people. Do you understand, honey, that your fucking boyfriend, when he went in for a drug charge, and even he got a trial, that the prosecutors needed evidence? Like, you understand that right now, right? A cop could pull over her boyfriend selling with fucking trunk full of coke, right? Trunk full of coke on body camera, dog popped it red-handed, and the prosecution would still need to have a case. They couldn't just go, oh, okay, go to jail immediately.
They have this thing called due process. You retard. By the way, judging from your look and from the way you're conducting yourself and what sort of neighborhood I'm assuming you're from, I'm willing to believe you and say that you probably are a victim of sex assault. But I would bet everything I own in this world, whoever raped you probably didn't look like Brett Kavanaugh.
No.
Probably didn't talk like Brett Kavanaugh. Didn't dress like Brett Kavanaugh. Did not go to any kind of schools that Brett Kavanaugh did.
How about this? I'm going to assume whoever did anything to you had a face tattoo.
No, it's not. Fuck you to every girl that looks like she is focused on this campaign.
No, they're not saying fuck you to every girl. I'm saying it. Fuck you to all you girls. You're stupid. You're all dumb. You're dumb people. And any because I sometimes do feel bad because some women listen to our show. Again, we police our own and we get accused all the time. Don't punch right. Hey, women, take care of your own, because if not, all of you look like this dumb bitch.
Yeah, start policing your own. We police our own all the time. Smack a bitch once in a while.
Smack her in the fucking face.
Yeah, because we can't.
No.
So we're deputizing you, ladies.
Yes.
To join our Smack a Hoe campaign.
And you know what? If you do that, limited time offer, you get half a vote. It's not bad. They had 0 before in our fucking.
Well, they still have 1. They still have 1.
No, half.
Have you been telling them they're not allowed to vote?
Shut up, dude. Are you really dumb? Shut up. They don't know.
Yeah, I think that we should start the Papa Thought campaign.
Okay.
Where you girls all go out and smack a hoe in the face. And they act like this.
So a little bit more protesting stuff. Then we get into the confirmation.
Jesus, Keemstar looks rough.
Didn't you have to call them Action Bronson?
Hey guys, it's Fleckus. This week we're at USC for Ben Shapiro protest. All these.
Oh no, this is a Ben Shapiro protest.
Yeah, this Fleckus guy's like, he looks like Keemstar if Keemstar just absolutely gave up on his appearance.
College kids are mad at Ben Shapiro, and we're going to see what's going on. Fleckus talks. What brings you out here today?
Well, I'm coming here to say no to racism.
Well, I came to shit on the streets, and I saw there was a rally, so I couldn't.
No to bigotry, and I'm yes to freedom of speech, but no to hate speech.
Yes, I am here to say, of course, to say no to bigotry and death to the Jew. Okay, sir, I don't know if you can have both of those things. They're trying that out in Germany. It's not working, sir. Next question.
Cool. So do you think Ben Shapiro should be able to speak tonight or no?
Well, look, no. But not because of the free speech thing, but because he's really, really fucking annoying and kind of wormy.
And because microphones that are that small are really expensive.
They're very, very, very expensive.
Yeah, he shouldn't be allowed to speak just because everybody should be sick of him by now.
Okay, so can you believe these guys are afraid of me? I mean, I'm only 5'2". Can you shut up, Ben?
I don't want to answer.
Okay. That was a quick one. That might have been the fastest one we've ever done. Sonia, what brings us out here today? Ben Shapiro's here. Why are we upset?
I just came out
Are
here.
they talking into a brush?
No. It's a spoon tied to a boom mic.
I actually wasn't going to come to this at first, but I came out here because I was interested in it, and I know who Ben Shapiro is, and I know that I...
Dude, she's being reasonable and not hysterical. Can you just give her a chance?
I disagree with his views, and I think that giving him a platform on campus is just not...
And why does Fleeka look like he's always about to shit? He's like, oh, I gotta get to the bathroom, hurry up.
the greatest thing.
Do you think he should be able to speak, though, tonight as planned?
I'm not really sure about that, I mean, I am...
Why?
Dude,
They show up screaming, but then they don't even know what they're screaming about.
No idea.
Like, what do you want us to do then? Like, what is the end game here? I don't know.
I have no idea.
A proponent of, obviously the First Amendment matters and free speech matters, but some of the...
But...
No, here's how you say that. Obviously, the First Amendment and free speech matters. Period.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the end of the statement.
things that he says are more bordered on hate speech to me.
What are you talking about? What has that midget Jew cocksucker ever said I get it. He's annoying. He's smug. I'd like to pop him one in the face. I really would. I'd get a lot of satisfaction of punching Ben Shapiro in the face. But I can't think of anything he's ever said that sounds remotely like fascism.
But that's my point. When someone is milquetoast, and that's what Ben Shapiro is. When someone is milquetoast as Ben Shapiro is getting these people losing their minds.
The only person Ben Shapiro is a danger to are children in Tehran who don't want to get drone striked next year. Okay?
Okay, so I don't even know how to start with that. That's so incorrect. It's wrong.
Okay, first of all, we should be able to nuke glass Iran and just hand it to Israel.
Identity politics are fucking terrible, and as you know, I'm a Jew and I won't be here on Monday.
Give me $3 billion a year. By the way, a wall is a really stupid idea, but I'm okay with America helping to fund our wall over there.
We'll tell you more about that after my live read for Birch Gold. Birch Gold. That's right. I'm a Jew and I'm selling gold, but don't make fun of me.
Yeah, now listen to these 4 mattress commercials in a row, and we'll come back and talk about how great Israel is.
I use Indochino, who makes child suits that I fit in.
More border on hate speech to me than free speech.
I think probably a lot of these...
Okay, stop trying to get laid, dude. This is dude trying to get laid. You can always see dude trying to get laid.
I like that he's not committed though. He doesn't have a pussy hat on. He's not trying too hard. He hasn't stopped showering.
You know what happened to him? He was walking by and he was like, "Oh man,
a lot of chicks here.
A lot of chicks. Let's see what's going on."
He's Dennis Reynolds at the abortion rally.
Protesters and people who are against Ben Shapiro would be really surprised if they actually just kind of watch some of the videos.
What are some of the
Oh, that guy was a pro Ben Shapiro guy. Makes sense.
things you've heard that you don't like or agree with?
Wait, what did he say?
I don't know, but this Flecker guy's so creepy.
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't know if it looks like he's trying to take a shit or if he's like staring into their soul, but he just is a disturbing man.
Some of the things you've heard that you don't like or agree with?
Just, I don't know a lot of like specific things about his views, but what I've heard from him in general.
Wait, what? She doesn't know any views, but in general,
women are
the worst. Is that the theme for this whole
women
show?
Were a mistake. No, I'm
Yo, God, I want my rib back.
Again, I feel like Adam was never given the option in the Garden of Eden to just jerk himself off. You know, or bang one of the
a sexy orangutan.
Bang a goat or something. I don't know, but like, no, he didn't know that. So God fucked us. He fucked all of us, really, frankly. Like, and yeah, okay, Adam fucked her and immediately came and was like, it's great. And it just was, we should really be doing this more. And why is this garden like this? And why is it there? And Adam was immediately like, this was
After
a
he
mistake.
nutted, Eve was like, so we should go to this farmer's market that just opened up, and it would be
mistake. This was a mistake.
Listen,
this was a mistake.
My gay snake friend wants to go to brunch with us. You want to go?
Seems hateful to me.
Hate speech falls under the category of free speech. You can't limit someone.
Oh, this is a socialism sucks guy.
Just because you disagree with them or if it hurts your feeling.
You know what I hate?
Ooh, another based.
I could say it. Another base spick.
There you go.
Look, I hate dude that rolls up his sleeves. Like, oh, do I hate guy that rolls up his sleeves. Dude, we get it. You go to the gym a little bit. Let your sleeves go down.
Yeah, and by the way, that's like 80% water weight.
Yeah,
like that's water
very
bloat
bloated.
Your arms.
You're very bloated.
Yeah, I've done that trick before. It works, but don't do it. It's gross.
We should be able to speak our minds and have this discourse. There's absolutely no such thing as hate speech.
There's a fine line between letting someone speak and giving them a platform to say what they are saying. And
shut up, you homely bitch! I hope you get raped.
What?
Is that free speech?
That is. You know what? That actually is free speech. Oh, this plain Jane. There's a difference between free speech and allowing people to say whatever they want. No, bitch. There's not.
No, you just don't want to try at anything. You want the bar to be set so low that everybody's terrible. Everybody's terrible and has braces and horrible hair that they haven't run a brush in for a year. You want everyone to be like you.
Boulevard Auditorium, like these protesters are saying, is definitely giving a platform to hate speech.
These people who say that
She nailed it.
Oh no.
No, this guy fucks.
No. Oh no. Oh no.
Definitely giving a platform to hate speech.
these people who say
Oh my god, these deleted scenes from Entourage are really weird, you guys.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, so to the podcast listeners, this guy has to weigh less than every girl there, right? So he's maybe 5'8", give or take, 120 pounds, maybe?
He looks like the
wearing a golf hat.
He looks like, remember the little alien from American Dad that was trying to hand the paper?
Oh, yes.
He had the
No,
skinny
let
arms.
him do it.
Yeah, and he-
Yay!
I'm getting stronger.
I'm getting stronger.
He lifted the little piece of paper.
Oh, God!
That's what this guy is. That's what this guy is. These guys, first of all, both of these guys look like something from the island of Dr. Moreau, if
Yeah.
we're being fair.
I got you, fam. I got you, fam.
Everybody, his name is Billy. The closer, his name's Billy. That's this guy. If you put a fucking patty cap, you put an Irish patty cap on this guy, it's the same dude.
Hold on.
It's okay, I got it. No, listen, get it himself.
That's this guy.
I'm getting stronger.
I am getting stronger. That's him. No, I'm sure you're doing great in life, kiddo.
Okay.
I bet this guy knows the first 4 chords to a lot of songs on guitar.
Oh, God. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
say that Ben Shapiro is spreading hate speech. I've never listened to a single thing that he said. I've seen all of his videos on YouTube.
Oh, God, and this is the pro Ben Shapiro guy. I don't give a fuck. You look horrendous.
Yeah, no, you're pro Ben Shapiro.
You are.
You're still terrible. And I hate your cadence. I hate the way you're trying to be like, oh, tough guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this fucking guy. This is the guy that sees a guitar at a party and he picks it up and starts playing, like fucking around with it and like tuning it. And by the time he's done, it's actually way more out of tune than it originally was.
He's a big reason why I converted to conservatism. I was a Bernie.
No. Go back. Please go back to being a Bernie supporter.
listen.
We don't want you. None of us want you. Leave.
I've seen all of his videos on YouTube.
I have read all of Ayn Rand's books, despite the fact that I can't lift them. This fucking guy's the best.
And I have a Kindle, which makes it even odder.
If I hit this dude, he would explode.
Oh, yeah.
He would explode into pieces.
I've seen all of his videos on YouTube. He's a big reason why I converted to conservatism. I was a Bernie supporter in 2016.
You don't say. Get right out of town!
So then I traded in my fedora for a patty cap. And now here I am talking to people about market economics. Shut up, you faggot. I hate this guy.
And what brought you over? It was me. It was Ben Shapiro, actually. My brother came into my room, and he was like, hey, have
Molested
you
me.
heard...
And then here we are all these years later. What?
I'm getting stronger.
I'm getting stronger. This guy looks like a Make-A-Wish kid with leukemia. Like, for real. Like Connor from fucking WWE. Fucking Connor. He looks like he should win the Warrior Award at the Slammies or whatever the fuck they call that now.
Oh, fuck. Heard of Ben Shapiro, and I was like, I think so. And he's like, you should look up his videos. He's really smart. And after the first video, I watched like all of them within like a 2-week period, and I did like a whole 180 flop on the political spectrum.
So what? So you have no conviction.
Way to hold on to some values. Way to have values and things in life. You wishy-washy faggot.
What has gotten these people so upset? What's going on out here?
So Ben Shapiro is a right-wing speaker who has spoken on Fox. He's editor of Daily Wire, and he has said comments, degrading comments regarding women, minority groups, LGBTQ communities.
What has he ever said?
What?
What is, lady? Take it from a guy who has said probably every possible
Everything you
degrading
just
thing
said.
about women. I am a guy who has advocated for violence. When has Ben Shapiro ever done any of those things? And again, I fucking hate Ben Shapiro. But you kiddos really need to learn how to focus your rage against a more productive target. Because I don't even think most of the faculty that is left leaning at these universities believe that Ben Shapiro is out there going, yeah, these fucking rape victims, they're all lying whores. Sucking on some titties. Why we must secure the existence and a future for white children. Woo, Ben Shapiro. Wow. None of that. He's a fucking nerd.
Ben Shapiro didn't have sex with a woman until he finally made enough money to get married and have sex with a woman. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy wasn't crushing poon.
Yeah, and she was probably already like, he had to pay for her medical school too. She was probably already doing clinical trials by the time she gave up the poon.
That's a good point.
What do you say about women?
Just some disrespectful things. That's
like what?
But like what though? But like what?
Sweetheart, treat this like I'm your boyfriend, right? Yeah. Before I go punch this bigger than me guy in the face, you gotta give me something solid here.
Right.
I'm not just gonna go up and punch the guy, and then you go, oh, you know what? He looked like a guy that a few years ago I think said some disrespectful stuff. It's not how it works.
Yeah, I'm sick of fights starting because somebody looked like somebody's stepdad. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that fights have started because of that. You know, it's like
some girl sobbing drunk in a bar, and she's like, "Please go fight that guy. He said some disrespectful." All right, baby, what did he say? What did he say? I got to get to the bottom. Just some like real disrespectful stuff. Okay, I'm not throwing a chair into a fucking crowd of people for that.
The closer said, "What? You don't love me enough to just punch him for me?"
But that's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I absolutely have loved women enough to punch much larger men than me for them,
and much darker men than me.
But you still have a certain like burden of proof here. I gotta go launch. I've had women I've like launched into a crowd of people to fight, and then it turns out she was mistaken. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm 35 years old. So, yeah, if I fling a chair into a crowd of people and follow it into there, I want to make sure you're not lying. Because I don't know if you noticed this, guys, in the last week, but it's been a lot of instances in the past couple weeks on television where women turn out to be lying liars.
By the way, just to follow that up, Dr. Ford has now said that because the Democrats are trying to get her to, now they want to start impeachment.
Oh, yeah, she's like, just never mind.
She said, no, I don't want to deal with this anymore.
I'm good.
I don't want to. It's almost like she doesn't want to get pressed anymore.
Can I have my GoFundMe money? I want to go home now.
$500,000 in one and $700,000 in another. She made like $1.1 million.
Yeah, so I'm good. I don't need to.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
So I'm gonna go play out my rape fantasy now. I'll see you guys later.
Now would be a good time. I'd like to come out and say that I was raped by the Clintons, and then I just get killed. I don't even get any money. Just through this window as I finish the sentence.
Just your head drops.
Clive Owen is out there somewhere in the weeds. It's always Clive Owen.
It is weird. He is. Is he a real killer? He might be.
He might be.
Those ones haven't been as publicized.
On his show, or
they were in I believe they were in an article.
In an article.
What?
An article he published.
What did he say?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Dude, do you understand? I've never been anywhere in my life like for something like this. Like, I've never gone somewhere to fucking stand with my brothers and make a statement unless I knew why I was there, what the point was, what I want changed. All of those bullet points I would have ready.
You know what? That's right. And women, guess what? Even if you're not going to prepare as well as men, have 2 or 3 things that you know. Like, always have something to fall back on, you know? Like, what did he say? Have one quote memorized where you go, well, he actually said this and this and this. You know, but
like, even when it comes to other people in journalism and like these fucking e-celebs and these right-wing thoughts and these scumbags like fucking these scumbags like Cernovich, Posobiec, Cassandra Fairbanks, who's gotten really fat. All these people, I just love rubbing in the fat that Cassandra Fairbanks got really fat.
You know what I call her? Cassandra Unfairbanks.
Good thing you took your nudes back when you were only kind of fat. Look, the thing is, but people, like, when people say to me, because Ashton Whitty's done this before, where she'll go, well, like, what's your problem with such and such? And you'll get an immediate paragraph response. This, number one. Number two, they also did this. I want to see them burned at the stake. I'm pretty direct about things. I don't just show up. I don't launch myself into these scenarios and go, and then have a meltdown when you question me on the most minor detail. Well, what did they say? Stop hounding me. I'm a survivor.
You know,
I was a survivor.
I'm going to work harder. I'm not going to give up.
I was a Navy SEAL, even though they didn't exist when I was in the military.
So you could tell she was embarrassed because she asked afterwards to have her face blurred out.
Just what's been relayed to me.
By him coming here, we're going to have a conversation. That's the reason why I wear this T-shirt.
Oh, stop.
So someone can come up to me that says, hey, why does socialism?
Dude, socialism sucks, bro.
Can I say this? Conservative college kids, they're fucking terrible too,
Oh, yeah.
right? We
All
hate everybody.
college kids are terrible.
Everybody in this video is terrible, right?
Yeah.
Even the host?
Especially the host. Uh-oh.
I don't want to say anything.
Oh, boy. Hold on.
This guy's got a fucking future school shooter written all over him.
Cops and Klan go hand in hand. You were chanting it. Do you think that's accurate?
They're three. One of their three chants, by the way. Cops and Klan go hand in hand.
Look at these guys. Look at these little tiny kids.
They really are. They're little manlets.
Nice. Sir, cops and Klan go hand in hand. Do you think that's true?
I'm not interviewing with you, sorry.
Sorry, I'm not. I'm not going to actually stand by my statements. I'm not going to have any convictions.
Why would you chant that? The cops are here. Half of them are black. They're here and they're protecting us. Why would you say they're in the Klan? That's like the worst thing I've ever heard. I mean, I'm not. Be fair. No. Look at these guys. They're right here. The cops are right here. There's a.
They're all. Steve Harvey cop is there. All the cops are there.
Hispanic-looking cop, a white cop, and a black cop, and another black cop.
Cory Booker's undercover, by the way, right? That's actually Cory Booker.
And you guys
saw these protesters myself. That's how you can always tell it's Corey. He's always holding back some crying.
Another black cop, and you guys yelled, "Cops and Klan go hand in hand." How does that work? Do you know how that works?
I heard it in a Rage Against the Machine song. Okay.
No, Shapiro, goodbye.
Yeah.
Right.
Me neither.
By the way.
Oh, boy. Hold on.
Is that Scott Pressler?
No, that's Liberal Sticks.
Do you know how that works?
Clickety, clickety,
click, clack, clack, click, overrated asshole.
Me neither.
Cops are racist. The Klan is racist.
I'm just here to work on my garden and groom some teenage girls. What?
And I'm all out of gardens. Oh boy, somebody's running off to one of the clip channels right now. We're talking about this guy.
Faggots.
The more we have to say.
Cops are racist. Based on these cops, not these cops?
We don't have any more to say.
Yeah. You too?
This little karate chop.
They're so... You know what it is, though? You notice how, like... This fucking Jason Mewes looking motherfucker.
Look at him.
So, like, you notice all these guys are like, I don't have any more to say to you. They can't even do it confident.
No.
Like, you know what it is? If you were at a right-wing rally and you were waving a fucking mic and people's for like if Vice was there going, yeah, give me a comment. Eventually somebody would go, bro, you need to get the fuck out of here before somebody fucks you up. And the Vice guy would be like, okay, yeah, just go over there for like seriously, it's not even gonna be me. I'm not even trying to be, but somebody's gonna fuck you up. You keep this
for
shit
your
up.
own safety.
So you should probably go over there and they'd be like, all right. There's no confidence. I'm not saying any more to you.
He looks like a Dick Tracy villain. Like there's something wrong with his face.
I would have been like, you know, they're like, go away. I would have been like, make me.
Yeah.
I want you to make me so
Do
bad.
it. Let's see what the little karate chop has to say. The one who he's not having sex with, by the way, but who's his friend.
You're an idiot. I am? You guys are yelling.
By the way, I'll tell you right now, and Mike, you're usually better at this than I am. She called him an idiot. He's making fun of them to their face. He could bang her.
I will say this. I don't think so.
Why is that?
I'm getting a vibe from her. Like, she really doesn't like him.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see.
You're an idiot. I am? You guys are yelling cops and Klan go hand in hand. That's true. Do you like anything that Trump's done?
I don't know. I disagree.
Maybe.
Done so far?
Nope.
Not one thing? Just name one. Come on. Just name one thing that he's done that's like undeniably good.
Undeniably good.
I don't understand how you cannot make any sort of fucking case to your point.
Oh, I can answer. Again, as you said, they're women.
But I would never. Do you understand? There's things I'm passionate about that I could go out. Like, there's things where I could go to it and I could express to you exactly what I desire and how mad I am. And I still wouldn't go to them. Like, you guys you jumped in like, let's go to this thing with no plan.
We got a couple Streamlabs here. Free in Texas says Fleek is a decent dude. He might be.
Yeah, no, I just,
You're making fun of the way he looks.
I'm just really just goofed on the way the guy looks and his stupid wooden spoon. But other than that.
And Fat Keck Boy wants us to talk about Shaggy 2 Dope drop kicking Fred Durst. That's second hour. Don't worry, we're going to get to that too. There's a lot of things happened this weekend.
I'm not really coming up with anything.
In life.
Okay, well, look, you can watch the Fleek video later. Okay, let's disrupt the confirmation. All right, so now we're going to move into it. Brett Kavanaugh was appointed to the Supreme Court, and Mike, you're the one that caught this one. You're the one that really you posted it on your Facebook.
I was just watching it live, and I was like, "Oh, this is so good."
This is after I was watching it live too. I was counting on my hands when they were doing the votes. I was like, all right, if that's 51, that's 50. Oh, we got it. We're good.
This was that time of day on Saturday where I had my coffee and I was smoking a bowl and I had the headphones in and I was just like the way you do on Christmas morning, you know, when you put the log on TV. I was just like,
I'll tell you this.
I was just warming my hands, watching them mine all that salt.
I'm a big Hurricanes fan, and the big rivalry game was actually on this weekend. It was Miami and FSU. I muted the game. I'm like, no, hold on. Whatever. This is once in a lifetime. So after the votes were in, this is former G.I. Joe, current Vice President Mike Pence, who was there, by the way, in case there was a tie.
As a reminder to our guests in the galleries, expressions of approval or disapproval are not permitted in the Senate galleries. Under the previous question, all post-cloture time has expired. The question is on the nomination. Is there a sufficient second?
He has to stop himself from the electricity shooting out of his eyes.
Yeah, it's very, normally
he has to really concentrate.
When he's not in public, he wears those Cyclops glasses. Not many people know that. I do not have. She's saying I do not have representation.
Yeah, and I did not consent.
Where's my representation? I did not consent. Correct.
By the way, can we all agree that this they got to go back to a gavel?
Oh,
that's
yeah.
really
This
fucking
little hand thing
lame-o.
I hate it.
Sergeant at Arms will restore order in the gallery.
She did not consent, dude.
She's just shrieking as they drag her away.
Great siege.
Is there a sufficient second?
Is there a sufficient second?
I love him. I love him.
I love me some Mike Pence.
There is a sufficient second. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Alexander.
I am a mother and I am a patriot.
The Sergeant at Arms will
You
restore
forgot the word single. I'm assuming single mother.
order in the gallery. The Sergeant at Arms will restore order in the gallery.
Filipino Jay says, instead of a gavel, how about just an AR-15 that we shoot in the...
Or even, an AR is a bit loud and an automatic equipment. What if you just had hit a nice old school revolver?
Revolver?
But
I like
from
that.
from a time in this country, it would have to have been
You can't.
like Andrew Jackson's revolver.
There's only 6 shots and then reloading would take forever.
Yeah, but you only in that room you only need the one.
You're right.
Go off and everybody will fucking chill. And if it was it would be symbolic if they had Andrew Jackson's old sidearm. And every once in a while, you just fire. I'm pretty sure if you fired that once, it would just burst into a million pieces. You'd be destroyed forever.
Women are not hysterical. How dare you call them that?
This is...
How dare you?
This is... I don't know why you think that this is helping you.
I like where Nick Smart is going. He
it's
says they should use a human skull. How about Ted Kennedy's?
There you go. I like it.
You can't use JFK's because it's broken.
Sergeant at Arms will restore order in the gallery.
I mean, they're all being pretty reasonable here.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. They're just piping in the sound from the Sephora sale at the mall.
Somebody put the TV. Somebody has a TV on in the lobby of and it's Maury Povich playing.
Oh no! They just found out he's not the father.
And then some prankster used the remote built into his smartphone to turn the volume all the way up as a gag.
That prankster was Lindsey Graham.
I mean, I just figured this whole thing's turned into a circus anyway at this point.
Now I got a nice little boy toy waiting for me in my car. I gotta get going.
We just might as well be the Maury Povich show at this point.
Sergeant at Arms has restored order in the galleries.
More like the peanut gallery, am I right? Eh?
The Sergeant at Arms will restore order in the gallery.
I'm waiting for him to put his hand up and just make an electric ball like Raiden and go. Do we want to keep screaming?
I'm waiting. He just keeps saying the Sergeant at Arms will restore control again. I'm waiting for him to finally go. Nigga, I said get these hoes in check. Why fuck you up, man?
The clerk may continue.
Ms. Baldwin. Mr. Barras.
Women are not hysterical.
So. Mr. Bennett. Mr. Blumenthal. Mr. Blunt. Mr. Booker. Mr. Bozeman. Mr. Brown. Mr. Burr.
He said, Jesus Christ, Bill. Why? First of all, how do you get a Senate vote? I don't know anything about this. What do I know, right?
Well,
that would have been his. If Bill Burr were a senator, how do you vote, Mr. Burr? What do I know, right?
Yeah. Y'all being a bunch of Marys.
I got to be honest. I mean, look, I'm not any kind of rape expert or anything, you know? But Jesus Christ, guys, we really lost control of this one. He's singing like he does on his dumb podcast on Monday.
I fucking love him.
I believe women. Bing, bang, boom. Come on, let's do it, guys. The senator from Massachusetts will calm down, please.
All right. Stephen Colbert's Late Show writer wrote, this is a female writer.
Oh, this bitch.
Well, you don't, Mike.
Yeah, I know what she said. I'm not even going to pretend,
Mike,
like this is one of those, what? No, I saw this and I was violently angry.
Okay, Mike, look. You have to remember something. She's a comedian as a writer, so maybe she was just making a joke. You want me to read her joke in context for you?
Sure.
Here's her tweet. Ariel Dumas. The last couple of weeks have been hard for the country and for me personally. The complexity and frustration. This is the tweet before. The complexity and frustration and anger and sadness can't be accurately conveyed on Twitter. And then here's the tweet that she deleted. Ready? Whatever happens, I'm just glad we ruined Brett Kavanaugh's life.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Whatever happens, I'm just glad we ruined Brett Kavanaugh's life.
Women were a mistake.
She has since deleted the tweet.
Don't say.
She has apologized.
Has she been fired?
No, she's not been fired. But boy, she's real sorry though.
I find that extremely hard to believe.
After she deleted the tweet, this is what she said. The complexity and frustration and anger and sadness can't be accurately conveyed on Twitter, and I regret my tone and deaf attempt at sarcasm in the wake of it. That wasn't sarcasm.
That wasn't sarcasm.
That's not what the word sarcasm means. Sarcasm would imply that you don't believe what you're saying.
Yeah, sarcasm.
And she's a writer, by the way. Let's just point that out. She's a writer.
Sarcasm would have been if I went to Twitter and I said, wow, Kavanaugh's going to get approved anyway. It looks like all this was nothing. But hey, look on the bright side. At least she didn't ruin Brett Kavanaugh's life or anything.
That's sarcasm.
Would have been sarcasm because people would have went, ha ha, I get it. Because they did ruin his life. You meant that, Ariel Dumas.
Dumas previously had quoted a news analyst piece criticizing Kavanaugh for saying the accusations had destroyed him, including a piece that observed the bar for a man's ruin is apparently quite low. Calling somebody a rapist on national TV, news media, yelling at him. By the way, you saw vandalizing his home.
Wait, did you confirm that? Or was that just a picture that was going around? Because it was a fake picture going around.
Picture.
Yeah, there was a fake picture at Kavanaugh's house getting, that was a house of some other guy, some fucking pedo guy that was forced out of his town. But they've ruined his kids' lives, his wife. His wife can't even go to stupid Trader Joe's now and go get some avocados to make guac tacos without people staring at her all weird. The kids have to go to school and deal with that shit. You people are fucking animals, man.
And one quick more thing before we go to break. Christine Blasey Ford, this is from Newsweek, can't return home for quite some time due to continuous death threats.
Well, that's what you get, you old booze bag. It's fucking what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
This has been terrifying.
This is a lawyer.
Her family has been through a lot.
This is her lawyer.
They are not living at home. It's going to be quite some time.
Yeah, they have $1 million. They're probably vacationing around the world.
It's been terrifying. Her family has been through a lot. They are not living at home. It's going to be.
I think the bar for her life being ruined for women is very low.
Quite some time before they're able to live at home. The threats have been unending. It's deplorable. It's been very frightening.
They love that word deplorable now, by the way.
And she's also received extraordinary letters of support and encouragement.
And $1.1 million.
Mostly the money is what's
and
pretty
of
awesome.
course, and I called this a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to call it again. Within 2 months, 2 to 3 months, we're going to have a Dr. Christine Blasey Ford book written by her, being shoved on an MSNBC on the Rachel Maddow show.
Yeah, they're gonna, and then it'll be on the discount. It'll be in the discount aisle.
Called Supreme Injustice. I know you hate it, but
look,
it's gonna
if you're
happen.
gonna read a book by someone named Ford, may I recommend?
Don't buy Leapfrog.
Just saying. There was a guy who's a car dude. Real,
What was his name?
Real Captain Industry. He wrote a book once.
Now, what was his name?
The assembly line guy.
But what was his name, though?
I think it was Henry Ford.
Oh, the guy who made the Model T?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
you should read his book
book's
instead.
about cars and stuff? And about, like, the manufacturing process?
Yeah, you should check it out.
Cool. Hold on. Let me write it down. What's it called?
It's called The International Jew. It's really good.
What does that have to do with cars?
Well, it's all about how he borrowed money to build his first factory.
Okay.
'Cause you can't do it without those people.
You got it. RevengeOfTheSith.com.
Yeah, /donate.
Yeah. Go to our store. You could buy Henry Ford's book.
Probably. Get yourself a call up. People that bought this also ordered Culture of Critique. Look, we're going to be back.
Now on sale, Siege.
That one's called by Kevin McDonald. We're going to be back in just a little bit here.
Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry if you want to help us out. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Revenge of the Sis.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time.
The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am a thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
From Time Life Music comes a one-of-a-kind Rat Pack collection, their most bigoted songs. All your favorite once-acceptable hits like Drunk Old Injun.
The drunk old Injun squatting in his teepee, fire water keeping him warm.
Jewish Nose.
She's got a big, beautiful Jewish nose, and it's there 2 minutes early wherever she goes.
Dean Martin singing Chinaman's Chants.
And Mr. Chinaman saying his Chinaman way, a ding-a-ling, a ching, a chong, a ching, a chong, choo.
Pew Stinky Frenchman.
Paris is lovely and Nice sure is nice, and Marseille is charming with champagne on ice. But you stinky Frenchmen haven't a clue. Pew stinky Frenchman, frog you.
Hey there, Fruity.
Hey there, Fruity, you can do my hair. Hey there, Fruity, don't touch me down there. Hey there, Fruity, again, I don't approve.
And many more.
Second hour Revenge of the Sis on your Monday show, focusing all the energy we have left for these 2 hours to make you happy. And when we're done, we're just going to die. Like I said, a lot happened this weekend. That was, guys.
It was pretty quiet.
The first hour was just what happened Saturday. Of course, also, shout out to my Hurricanes. Big come from behind win and beat FSU in the stupid Prairie N-words. I mean Seminoles. So thank you guys for winning, because I was very upset. I needed that to happen. The Dolphins lost, but what are you gonna do? That's just being a Dolphins fan. All right, Mike. It's time for us, once again, to play racist detectives. Now, what I mean is, we're not actually
detectives.
We're not we're not the racist ones.
Any Chicago detectives?
Okay. No. What I meant was, so this white girl right here, posted on her Snapchat. This is in college, okay. Now the picture has since been edited, because you do a Snapchat. There's a little line of text,
Yeah.
So it says, so usually what it says. So the original picture that's now been cut off, which this really annoys me, that but it had this white girl has like a noose and a little stuffed monkey on it, right? And she's hanging it from the thing. Now the original Snapchat said, just crafting with the girls. See? Just crafting
with the girls.
So, a black girl found it, and this has been going crazy now. It's already almost 6,000 retweets. Kiara, this white girl in my class, posted this picture on her Snapchat. She since deleted the picture and said, "I wasn't trying to be racist. I just."
They are going hard on this broad now, though.
Yeah.
They are going in hard on this chick.
Now, do you think she was trying to be racist, or you think she was just trying to be funny? Now that I showed you the actual white girl.
Is this a high school girl?
College.
I don't know, because part of me just feels like you're fucking stupid and you should have known better, but another part of me says that this is just retarded. I'm just tired of victims, crybaby victims. Yeah, LSU student, they're saying.
Yeah, so it's been blowing up. She's apologized.
Yeah, but that's not good enough for these people.
But do you understand? They're the ones that they're the ones implying that I can't even say what they're implying, because then you take what I say out of context and they're gonna go, "You call it?" No, they're the ones saying that this is racist because does she in some way...
Only black people have been hung, historically speaking. Only black people have been subjected to lynch mobs.
It's not true at all.
I know.
It's not, though.
Dude, there have been just local troublesome drunks and local pedos and like throughout history, throughout ye olden times, even in racially homogenous communities. Lynch mobs have always been a thing. Now, if he put she had like a face on the doll that looked like the face that I drew during the game last night, that would be very offensive.
Can I say that I am really glad that we still have some parts of our lives that we could just have fun and it's not going to be broadcast to the world?
Well, that we know of. Well, it's probably in the terms and conditions. It's probably like BetterHelp.
You're right.
Saving all my really racist cartoon caricatures of different people that I was drawing last night. Just uploaded on a cloud somewhere. You think they delete all that?
So, no, you're right. So, yeah, yesterday we were playing this. There's these games that they're on your Xbox or whatever, Jackbox games, and there's this game called the TKO T-shirts or whatever. And you're supposed to make your own T-shirts and have these funny phrases. It seems really innocuous until you get our group of friends together, and it's.
Let's just put it this way, though. I still do draw the best swastika.
It was very
out
good.
Of everybody.
I will agree.
Because I do the whole. Because I do the whole flag. You know,
Right.
a lot of people don't do the whole flag. Very lazy.
Yeah, you got to
do the whole flag.
So anyway, this weekend we also had Saturday night. We had a big fight.
Oh God, a couple big fights. Which big fight?
Well,
because there was a couple big fights this weekend.
Okay. It was the Conor McGregor and Conor.
So you're starting with the second biggest fight of the
What
weekend.
was the first big fight of the weekend?
No, it's good because we'll save the bigger fight of the weekend for later.
What was the
Fred Durst versus Shaggy Two Dope, son?
You're right. We'll do that one second.
That's the big fight, everybody. Because this Khabib Conor thing, this was planned. This has been planned. We saw this coming.
Well, before we get, we were watching pretty much all of the.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, we were watching pretty much all of the fights, and I think we have our new favorite fighter, Derek Lewis.
America has its new favorite fighter.
Derek Lewis.
This guy was great,
a
man.
very big black gentleman. Beat the shit out of like a 6'7" Russian dude.
Dude was a really, really mean punch.
Right. And, well, Joe Rogan, as you know, does all the post-fight interviews.
Yeah, you guys don't know. He's actually in this video interviewing him. You just can't see him. He's so short.
Right. No, that's correct. He's behind Herb Dean.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 49 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
I'm here with the winner, Derek Lewis. Derek, why'd you take your pants off?
My balls was hot.
All right. Right off the bat.
He's the best.
Right off the bat.
You can't fuck with a dude who's just this raw and honest.
Whoa, nice Rolex Submariner there, fucking Joe. Ooh. He might not like Alex Jones, but he sure likes the watches he buys.
Alex's watches are still better.
Oh, yeah.
I understand.
Alex has better taste than Joe. He always will.
Of course.
My balls was hot.
I understand. Listen, man, what you just did was absolutely phenomenal. That was an incredible comeback victory, and it shows one of the reasons why people love to watch you fight, that you can put it all to bed with one shot.
By the way, something that you need to point out, that's a lot of people, when they see Joe Rogan's podcast, they don't see the back of his head a lot. You see this scar right here?
Wow.
You know what that's from? This is for real. You mentioned it once. You know what this scar's from? When he got
a major surgery, apparently.
hair. When they used to cut the back of your head and put it to the front, he did the hair follicle. Before it was good, like you're talking like 90s, 2000s. You know, the news radio Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
He got that hair transplant where they cut a sliver out of the back of your head and then they put it on the front.
Boy, did it not really save him either.
No, it didn't. So that's what that fucking scar is from.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've come leaps and bounds from that.
Yeah, you never see the back of his head. That's one of the reasons.
Honestly, though, there's just no reason to do that Bosley shit. It
No.
always looks weird and fake.
Shave your head.
But like, you ever see like the guys in the Bosley commercials? They still look like dudes that are balding.
Of course.
Like you don't get it back to this thick, beautiful mane. You
No.
get it back to looking like me. And that's not, like my hair is going. And
Yeah,
once
you're
it's
not
gone,
gonna
it's
have
gone.
you're not gonna have Ron Swanson hair, you know.
Yeah, like I would get it, dude. You could have some kind of like something.
Thick mane?
Yeah, where you just get Ron Swanson, you get that hairline, and you're just like, I'm a fucking handsome guy.
Yeah.
But it's not, man. It's just gonna be this thin, like it's like having really sandy, terrible soil, and you're trying to plant Kentucky bluegrass, and it's just not gonna happen in that soil. It's gonna be just little tufts of weeds.
To bed with one shot.
I told them boys, I got no more heart. They keep underestimating me. I ain't all that technical and all that, but I'm getting there.
No one will question your heart, sir, after this. This is a come-from-behind knockout, the likes that we haven't seen in a long time. And you were looking for that big haymaker.
And that's the other thing. He was getting beat pretty much the whole fight.
Yeah, the Russian guy was good.
Yeah,
he was very good. He was
took him
fast.
out.
Yeah.
All night, you found it in the last minute of the fight.
This guy Derek Lewis can take a beating too, which
Yeah.
was impressive. Like he took a fucking beating and then he got a few shots in and it was over.
The closer. Why are you yelling, sir? You have a microphone. It's true. Why is Rogan yelling? You would think he was the one that was just in a
Fucking
fight.
Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
The last minute of the fight.
I forgot a few hours before the fight, Donald Trump called me and told me I got to knock this Russian out because they're making him look bad on the news.
That is really funny.
The best fighter of all times, folks. How are you not a fan of this man? That was fucking hilarious.
Got to knock this Russian out because they're making him look bad on the news. You know, him and Putin. They're talking about USA and his whole.
Listen, Derek, you came into this fight the number 2 contender with that knockout. You're absolutely one of the top guys in line for a shot at the title next. So tell us what you think about that.
I need to sit my black ass down and do some more cardio. What you talking about right now? I ain't trying to fight for no title right now.
Dude,
the greatest.
again, any other dude after, I want the title, fucking, he's like, he admitted, I'm gassed, man. I got to
He's-
get in shape.
This is now a man who I think a lot of people are going to be following closely.
Yeah.
If he just stays this humble and nice, everybody will like him forever.
It's amazing.
Like, listen, I always, look, fights, UFC, boxing, there's always an element of tribalism to it. There's always an element of slight racism to it. It's always been like Irish guy versus black guy. Always going to root for the Irish guy because I'm Irish. It's not race, it's pride. It's just, if a Cuban boxer was just lighting shit up right now, Cubans across America would be going, you seen this kid? He's fucking killing everybody. He's fun to watch. So it's sort of ingrained in our nature. But I gotta be honest, if he were one to fight I know he'd never fight McGregor because they're like 9 fucking weight classes apart. But if he were to fight somebody like a McGregor who was like this white dude up in I'd have to root for Derek Lewis. I'd be like, I like this guy too much. Sorry, man. He's my new favesies. And I hate all the UFC fighters now, so it's always nice when you find a new one to root for.
Never no gas tank like that.
Listen, Derek, you're one of the most entertaining guys in the sport. Congratulations on an amazing victory. And thank you very much for a really, really entertaining fight.
They cut off the interview because this UFC put the interview up.
They cut out the weed.
They cut out one of the funniest parts of the interview, which was him saying, "Yo, man, I gotta
come on your show.
Gotta come on your smoke some weed with you in a couple weeks." And Rogan starts laughing, obviously. apparently they're saying one of the fighters also gave a shout out to Kavanaugh. I believe I saw that too. I'm trying to see if I could find it.
Man, there's a lot of UFC people that are they're right wingers. They're not again.
Oh, it was taken down.
Left wing ideology, social justice. These are all mentalities. Like it's victim mentality. These guys don't think like victims.
No,
they
you're
like
right.
they're
They like
attracted
alpha
to
males.
they're attracted to people like Trump who are fucking winners. So they don't play this shit. You're not gonna see him go like, yo, man. Like he didn't do anything fucking. He didn't make it political. He made political jokes. It was hilarious.
Fighter who claimed insane UFC victory sends huge message to Kavanaugh after he won. I'm trying to find what he did, but UFC seems to be popping it.
Fighter
everywhere.
who claimed insane UFC
good
victory
robot
sends
voice.
huge message to Kavanaugh after he won.
Robot voice is going to say things.
Past weekend, the
Anyway, if someone could find me I want to play because they're going to pop the show. It's not even worth it. Now, something that there isn't a lot of HD video of, but there is definitely video of, was the McGregor fight. The brawl, if you will.
And it wasn't even his fault this time.
Look.
It's always his fault. This is the first time. Like it's like in school when the kid is always getting into trouble, and then finally like there's a school clearing brawl one day, and he's legit the only one that's like, I swear to God I didn't do anything. I was here the whole time. Yeah, it was weird.
So, after the fight, McGregor was choked out, by the way, against Khabib. A Russian Muslim, I believe. Is that what we came to? Is he
Yeah,
Russian
I think he's like probably from like one of those like Chechnya kind of areas where there's a lot of Muslim, because there's a lot of Muslims in Russia.
So this is by the way camera footage. The HD stuff they don't have anyway. By the way, I want to say this: Dana White is a fucking carny. So before anything else, he's a fucking carny. He could pretend that he didn't like this and is, I'm not going to take the belt away from him. If you still gave Conor a fight after someone got glass in their eyes and they beat up that, you think they're going to give a fuck about? Again, and then my favorite part is you can't hear it here was Joe Rogan going, this makes sport look bad. This is terrible. You heard him? This makes sport look bad.
He was acting like it was the end of the world as we knew it. And it's like, this was bad, but it wasn't. I mean, your bus clearing brawl was worse. The Conor thing was worse.
So this is where he tapped. Talking shit. And then I believe Khabib threw
Hurled
his
his mouthpiece
at their at Conor's, one of Conor's boys. And then he starts talking shit to one of Conor's boys through the fence. Jumps the fence.
They could not get him either.
Jumped over people. And then somebody had to drag McGregor back in. Oh, and then this guy is hitting McGregor, one of Khabib's team dudes, hitting McGregor at the top of the cage. Okay.
Yeah, because two people got into the cage.
Yes.
And we're trying to get at McGregor, too.
Yeah. Well, right around here is when that happens. This guy jumps in right here. Right here, this guy jumps in and starts fucking hitting McGregor. Dude!
Real fucking tough guy to attack. Two guys attack a guy that just fought 4 rounds in the UFC against the top ranked guy in the world. Now that he softened him up, you're going to get in there and get your shots. What a bunch of pussies. Man.
And then the fight's still going on outside. They're trying to separate them. And then one of my favorite scenes, too, is when Dana White, when Khabib's like, give me my belt. He's like, I'm not going to give you your belt.
Yeah.
Because I give... And by the way, I got to give
There's going
Dana...
to be a riot in this place if I hand you this belt in front of these people.
I do give him credit because he wasn't even like, I'm not giving you the belt because it's disrespectful. He goes, no, if I give you the belt, people are going to start throwing shit in the ring and throwing shit at you, and I can't have that, you know?
And they did anyway. Remember the crowd was throwing drinks and shit at him and the cops. When they were getting him
cops
out.
were getting hit in the head with flags.
It was, bro. This was fucking nuts.
This was insane. And by the way, the most offensive thing were all of Bruce Bruffer's costume changes, like it was Lady Gaga. He kept coming out with different suits on. I'm like, what are you doing? You're a man.
I love how much bigger than Joe Rogan Dana White is, too.
Everybody is.
I know, but it's just funny that Dana White, like, just looks like a fucking giant near Joe Rogan. Because they have a similar look, so it's more noticeable.
So, you know, it kept going on. They finally separated them. Now, from what I've heard, Dana White has now said that he might strip the belt from him, and Conor McGregor's
An
already.
hour ago, they said he could pay up to $2 million.
I knew that's.
Yeah.
But you know what though? How much did he make?
Oh, I know. And they're not going to take $2 million from him.
And again, just to show you, whenever Dana's like, that was an embarrassment to the sport, within a week we're going to have a rematch announced. The rematch is going to be announced. But I gotta say,
the end game though, because eventually they're gonna have to dial it back. Like they're not. People are gonna be expecting this too much, and then there'll be the liability when someday like one of the shit goes too far, like a Biggie Tupac situation, and somebody gets really hurt. Like they're gonna have to, chill out a bit.
No. I agree. I agree. But you said it while we were watching it live, and I agree with you. Mike was like, "Look, man. You know, sometimes you pay all this money, like thousands of dollars for seats. Everybody at that place got their money's worth. Like that was a.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying that night.
a.
I'm like, I would have paid. Like, I would never want to pay that much to go to a UFC thing. But if I did and that happened, I'd go.
You'd be like, I went to the best
so
UFC.
happy, yeah.
Because not even all the matches were good too. Because sometimes you have the CM Punk stinker matches. The matches were good. It was pretty good all around good. Now, by the way, we didn't pay for it, obviously. At first, we went to a bar that had it. And then we continued watching it at home using other legal methods. Okay, and this is a talk about having a bad time. So you know how Trump has been pushing off Rosenstein?
Oh yeah,
pushing him off. Going, hey, we're busy with Kavanaugh right now. We can't.
Oh
be doing
yeah,
that.
now we're Rosenstein. We forgot about Rosenstein.
So hold on. Don't look at it yet, unless you already know. I'm going to ask you a question. Mike. When you would think of the worst way to have to now, after talking all this money, hardcore shit on fucking Trump and the wiretaps and everything, what would be the worst way to have to finally have that conversation? The worst way to have it.
Well, I would think like
the most frustrating way to have that conversation.
When you have even less allies than you did 2 weeks ago, and
that's
the world's closing in around you, and
you're warm.
We have an extra Supreme Court justice.
That's also true. Rosenstein flies with Trump to police chiefs conference. The conversation is being had as we speak, by the way, on Air Force One.
Stuck on a plane. Being dressed down by Donald Trump.
You can't leave. You can't. Even if you quit, let's say your thing is, I'm going to quit. You quit. That's great. It's still a 3-hour flight. You want lunch?
It's going to be weird. I mean, I have to pull your clearance now, and you're going to have to go sit in the back. There's no TVs back there, right? You didn't think this through clearly. Why don't you hang on to it for a couple hours? We're going to be nice about this. I'm a nice guy. Who wants a Big Mac?
This is a Fox News alert. President Trump right now flying to Orlando, Florida to give a speech at a
this
police
ugly
convention.
bitch get a Fox News gig.
Isn't this Kennedy bitch?
Is that Kennedy?
Convention, and he has a special guest on Air Force One.
Yeah, you're right.
She used to do the news for MTV in a ripped sweater.
After Kurt Loder would introduce her.
Yeah.
And he has a special guest on Air Force One, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. Oh, this is going to get interesting. This comes after last month's New York Times report that Rosenstein had discussed secretly recording the president and possibly removing him from office under the 25th Amendment. Rosenstein denies that report. Here's the president this morning.
We'll be talking on the plane. I actually have a good relationship other than there's been no collusion, folks. No collusion.
Do you have any plans to fire Rod?
I don't. I didn't know Rod before, but I've gotten to know him, and I get along very well with him.
What angle does Trump play? He's not going to fire him, obviously. What is he? You think now he's got him under his thumb? It has to be what it is, right?
He wants to quit, probably, but
he's not going to let him. Listen, you could quit if you want to throw away your pension, but if you quit,
if you want to be a quitter, Rod.
Rosenstein expected to meet with White House Republicans on Thursday. Here's House Intelligence Committee Chair Devin Nunes on his questions for the deputy AG.
Christine walks in with the House Republicans. They're still recovering from the Kavanaugh thing. There's red Solo cups upside down everywhere, a tipped over keg. Yeah, come on. You know what? Just knock the shit off the couch. Sit down, sit down, sit down.
Lindsey Graham's there. I swore these pages were going to clean this place. I am so sorry. He's actually walking around cleaning.
Yeah.
It comes down to whether or not he was willing to wear a wire or not. If he was willing to wear a wire and secretly record the president, Maria, it's some place that this country's never been
There's
before.
a word
I don't
for
know.
that.
Is it a T word?
It's called treason.
There it is.
Any time in the history of this country where you had people
at least Richard Nixon recorded himself because he was a paranoid idiot. You know.
Well, I have to let you in on something, Mike. I've been recording you every show.
I'm recording us, Henry, so these goddamn Jews can't twist my words around. Guess what? Spoiler alert, Tricky Dick. They twisted your words around.
who are at the top levels of government conspiring to secretly record a president so that you can trap the president into doing so, into being able to go after the 25th Amendment to remove the president.
This meeting also comes after former top FBI official James Baker told investigators last week that a DNC-linked lawyer was feeding information to the agency prior to its launch of an investigation into the 2016 Trump campaign.
That's really weird, huh?
No, but that's, look, sometimes...
That's so weird, dude!
That's a coincidence.
Really?
Yeah, you know, these lawyers, they work a lot of different kind of cases.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of related stuff.
Here's what Congressman Nunes had to say about that.
Well, now you have one of the top lawyers for the Democrats and the Clinton campaign who was feeding information directly to the top lawyer at the FBI before even the FISA warrant. So now
that's before the warrant feeding information.
Oh, but everybody's blowing us out of proportion. We had to stop the Russians.
Derek Lewis stopped the Russian.
They're losing it.
You have absolute proof that that wasn't told to the FISA court. So you want your evidence of FISA abuse? There it is right there.
All right. So Nancy Pelosi says that she wants those 302s from the FBI.
All right. I'm not going to round table of all these women. I've had enough women for today. You get the point, folks.
What are you going to do when we get tired of these shit, ladies?
Speaking of
the vehicle and just, said bye, have a good night. And then he drove off and said, welcome to the resistance.
That's a chick.
So this past weekend, about 40 of our friends were on a campaign trip in North Carolina campaigning for
Come on and raise up. Take your show.
Republican candidates who we believe have the right message and leadership for the future of that state. And on Saturday night,
this girl's giving me the creeps.
Right?
Something about her.
There's something odd about her, right?
Yeah, it's like if she were like, hey, we'll come back to my place and hang out, I would decline
Like,
so
no, thank
soon
you.
because there's something. Be like, we'll hang out another time, like where there's other people around. But
I'm not here.
Yeah, she's got a veil of crazy to her.
going to go out in Raleigh, North Carolina after we had wrapped up all the campaign activities. So I politely requested an Uber from my app.
Politely, okay. Listen. By the way, let me get to, because women take forever. She was kicked out of the Uber when they found out that she was dropped off at a random gas station. They found out that she was a Republican. And then the guy screamed at her, "Welcome to the resistance," and left her at the gas station.
As in, like, she's now a member of it. I don't know how that doesn't make. A lot of sense.
Look, no one's saying
his action film quips
they're not great.
Skills are
Welcome
terrible.
to the resistance.
So, am I in the resistance
It should
now?
have been, "You've just been resisted."
Yeah.
That would have been way better. Okay, take two. "You've just been resisted."
You know what? I'm not crazy about that one either. Can we have some? We hire some writers.
I got one. "It's just been revoked."
Look, someone get Phil Lord and Chris Miller in here,
and then fire them and get Ron Howard to finish it.
Punch this up because this is not working.
The area we were campaigning in Wake Forest to Raleigh, which is kind of far. It's about 20 miles. And, we all got in the car, myself and
I do like her Tucker mug. I will give her credit for the Tucker mug.
5 other young Republicans, including Chris. And we were on our way to Raleigh, and we just said hi to our driver, and we didn't really, engage with him much. And so we were just having polite conversations.
Henry in the chat goes, "Welcome to resistance." Sorry, we don't validate parking.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not part of it.
About our backgrounds and our experience on the campaign trail and also our future political aspirations, some energy policy, but nothing too controversial. In fact, we do have strong opinions as young conservatives because we're smart.
By the way, let's point something else out because we made fun of a lot of liberal women. She's also stupid.
She's very stupid.
She's a stupid woman.
But she's very pretty.
Oh,
she's very pretty.
She's very pretty.
Very stupid.
Educated, but we never said anything about bashing the other side, and we're always open to opposing views, even in an Uber.
I can't tell though if she may not be stupid. Something about her strikes me right now. Like she sounds maybe like she's not so much dumb as she is panicking.
Yeah.
I don't think she's a girl that's on camera a lot. Because the way she's going through it, she just seems like she's a bit terrified of being on the Daily Caller.
Situations. So about halfway through the trip, our driver said he needed to stop and get gas. And then he, quickly turned off and stopped the car and said, "Your ride has been terminated and you've reached your destination and I have the right to deny you service." And so we were all shocked and we politely got out of the vehicle and just, said bye, have a good night. And then he drove off and said, "Welcome to the resistance."
Yeah, and Chris, what was
So
your
they're
reaction?
in the resistance now.
Yeah.
So why do you have these leftists on your show?
Yeah, hey, Daily Caller.
When the driver said, "Welcome to the resistance"? I mean,
How
what
does
was
that
running?
work? Can't you get? I mean,
Here's the thing.
You got to get in trouble for that.
Yeah,
right?
you have to give a reason. Like if you're going to cancel a ride, you have to give a reason. Like one of the reasons is the person didn't show up. Another reason is like felt unsafe. Like if somebody's being aggressive in the car, you can of course kick them out, or they throw up in your car. That's another thing.
Or if you're just being really aggressively insulting, I'm sure, with the driver themselves.
of course.
I'm sure they could just be like, I'm not dealing with this. But this is weird.
Through your mind, you're the only man in this vehicle. You're with all women, and fortunately, you were there. Not that women can't protect themselves,
But they can't.
but I could just imagine being out with one of my conservative girlfriends in an Uber, being dumped at a gas station like a dog by yourself in the middle of the night.
First off, you don't dump a dog at a gas station. You dump them out in the fucking wilderness, like not in the fucking gas station.
Yeah, not at a busy intersection.
Idiots.
Happened at like 10 p.m.
Correct.
And so, I mean, this is a city that you don't live in. And so, I mean, what was running through your mind?
Well, first of all, where are we? What's going on? I was a little dumbfounded by the reaction that he had, and quite frankly, a little concerned about this is how he was going to treat a bunch of patrons. And the reason that we were sitting in
You see how we treat patrons.
I don't like this new gay right wing I'm not saying he's actually gay. I just mean like this whole
pansy
lefty victim. We was victimized.
They keep saying
marginalized people.
Stop playing fair. Do you get that the fuck? There's people there's a Colbert writer right now who is saying they've glad they've ruined somebody's lives. There's people ripping signs out there. They're hitting you with bike locks. They want you to be destroyed. They literally say kill white people. I hate that there's still this group of people that are we have to be polite to people and we have to be very nice. No, you don't. Those times are over. And you know what? The left fucking started it, but let's fucking finish it. Enough.
Finish it?
Finish it.
Like,
no, not like that. Finish it.
Like final.
No, stop.
Some kind of problem-solving method.
I started reading that Henry book you were telling me about.
This gas station now.
Boy, does he have a lot to say about cars.
He does. It's weird how he went on and on about O-rings for a bunch of chapters, though.
Yeah. Where we were, and quite frankly, not really that safe because we were just at a random gas station off the interstate. Was something that I immediately was worried about how we were getting to where we're going.
You call another Uber.
How loud were they about their politics, though?
Yeah. Again, they were after this event, which means they were probably drinking a little bit. You know what I mean?
And they were probably like, woo, yeah, we're going to get these women and these N-words back into the fucking Stone Age.
I don't really
ship them back to Africa. Woo, right?
No, that was our ride back from Harry's.
With the black Uber driver.
Yeah, black Uber driver.
And what's the next
And
step?
he was still really nice.
Hey, how do you feel? Hey, how are you going to feel when you guys have to go back to Africa? How does it make you feel?
The guy picked us up in a Lexus.
Yeah. So right after that, we ordered another vehicle, got downtown, and I sent off a tweet to Uber saying, "Is this how you treat your patrons?" And
yes.
Sir, only the white ones with money.
Clearly, from their response, it is.
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
And clearly there are two sides to the story. Maybe the driver, told Uber or had complained about you guys saying that there was inappropriate language or something that offended the driver. So at any point...
I find that highly doubtful because these look like some real milquetoast Ben Shapiro-ass, fucking boring-ass conservatives. I bet that they don't even... I bet they refer to foul language as cussing. And I bet that they ask you to please not do it.
Mm-hmm. Can you not work blue?
Do you think that there was a part of your conversation that could be taken as an offense to somebody that was listening in?
Yeah, so it was from my account, and I did receive an email the next day stating that the ride was terminated because we made the driver feel uncomfortable. However, I did review all of the Uber policies
like an autist
again, and there was nothing said in our conversation that would warrant a termination of the ride, including any abusive or inappropriate gestures and language. So I do feel like this
she
was...
is retarded. Yeah, I thought maybe she was nervous,
No,
but she's definitely
stupid.
retarded.
That's a stupid woman. So anyway, look, moral of the story is they got kicked out from an Uber. Yes, they're shitty people. Again, do I think they should do a 17-minute segment on Daily Caller? No.
A bunch of fucking crybabies.
No.
Just get a lift.
Yeah, the problem solved. No,
Get a cab.
or another Uber. Like, nobody's making you be in that Uber. Okay.
At which point, and then they told me that I had to get out of the Uber. Jesus Christ, lady. You imagine, like, she's always trying to tell you a story, and you're like, fuck. You're very slow at this. What now? What now?
I just made Mike look at it.
I just realized that no. No, dude, that's a sign of mental illness. No, seriously.
I know.
When you can see the whites on both sides. No, that's like if you have a white between that's mental illness.
Listen, she's talking big about the Kavanaugh backlash, okay?
Job. How are you going to get along with these people in Washington? I mean, I think you're going to win. That's a prediction I'm making.
Shut up, nerd.
Chris Hayes, he's like a woman.
Yeah.
Him and Rachel Maddow are the same thing.
I think you're gonna win.
Job.
No, Rachel Maddow has a bigger dick.
But you see my point. Like
Yeah.
there's no. What have we created in society where like men and female, they're just you can't even tell them apart anymore.
No, that's a freeze frame.
You're going to get along with these people in Washington? I mean, I think you're going to win. That's a prediction I'm making. I don't know. I mean, you never just till the bell rings. But you're in a very heavily Democratic district. You're going there. I mean, you're going there. There's a time where people talk about how it's broken and it's so polarized, both of which I think are true. And you're also coming really as an outsider at a moment where I think people are watching what happened today.
I can't wait to get this brought in.
Look, but notice something. Something needs to be pointed out too. Look how much, because every time she's been on something, she's failed miserably, every interview. Look how much these leftist reporters have to eat. They're trying to help her. They're trying to help her, and she still failed. Like, I've never seen bigger softball questions than the one she's getting.
There's a time where people talk about how it's broken and it's so polarized, both of which I think are true. And you're also coming really as an outsider at a moment where I think people are watching what happened today and want to storm the gates, and you're going to actually do that.
They want to storm the gates.
Yes, Slay Queen.
They want to storm the gates.
Actually do that.
So what Chris Hayes has never done to a man or a woman. Chris Hayes has never just dicked somebody down.
No.
You know what I mean? Nobody's ever got off from on top of Chris Hayes and went, well, that was fucking mind-blowing.
And you're going to actually do that. So what's your plan here?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with changing our strategy around governance. There's a lot of inside baseball.
It's another girl with the baby voice. She also has little baby voice.
She is going to be a gift from heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Around governance. There's a lot of inside baseball and inside the beltway, as you always hear that term thrown around.
Buzzwords. All right. Hold on. I hope you're hungry, Mike, because here comes a word salad.
Beltway, as you always hear that term thrown around. But there are very few organizers in Congress, and I do think that organizers operate differently. It's a different kind of...
They're going to organize behind you. A bunch of rich, old, let's be honest, a lot of Jews in there.
Yeah.
And the Black Caucus and all these other weird pieces of the Democratic Party. You think they're going to rally around a 20-something little upstarted bitch?
Yes.
They hate you already.
Organizers in Congress, and I do think that organizers operate differently. It's a different kind of strategy, and what it is really about organizing and really thinking about that word, organizing, segmenting people, being strategic in their actions.
Okay, look, I'm not even... Look. I know that I obviously dislike her a lot.
She's like one of those people that shows up to your company and talks, and you find out that she's from a consultant group, and they paid them a lot of money, and they come in and talk and leave, and you go, they literally didn't say anything. They just said words and left. I think they wrote him a huge check.
Has she said anything?
$32 trillion. She needs to make school and health care for all.
How are we going to pay for that?
The top 1% is 4.5% of the 2%.
He just comes in off screen to save her again. He comes in off screen.
He's always standing right off camera like a stage parent.
This is really about organizing and really thinking about that word, organizing, segmenting people, being strategic in their actions, in really bringing together a cohesive strategy of putting pressure on the chamber instead of only focusing on the pressures inside the chamber.
Seriously, I'll give money to someone if they can explain to me what she just said.
Just give her the $32 trillion. She'll stop talking.
I think you figured it out.
That's the plan.
You think that's their plan?
If you shut up, we'll give you... All right, cool. That's all I wanted.
How many times have you been in a fight with some chick where you just give in? Not because you think you're wrong. But you're just like, look, you know what? Here,
Yeah.
Take
I
the money.
I've been in situations where I wasn't even arguing with that woman. We were pleasantly talking, but at the point where I just wanted him to shut up that badly. And whatever she was prattling on about didn't mean enough to me. Like her shutting up meant more to me than whatever piece I had to give up in this thing. So yeah, I very quickly have been like, yeah, sure, totally, great.
Take $32 trillion and shut the fuck up.
Like if I can look, I'll make a deal. If we go tomorrow to get clothes for this dumb wedding,
I've had this conversation,
and I will pay for all of it, and we will be there by noon. If I make that deal with you, I need you to shut up now and let me play Fallout for the rest of the night.
Deal?
Without a sound. Like things like that all the time. You're like, here, fine.
And then you give in, and then while you're playing Fallout, you could feel them looking at you. You know when you feel?
Yeah.
Like you're not looking, but you feel being looked at?
Because they're already looking online at things,
Yeah.
and they want to tell you the options that
But
they're looking
there's-
at, but they know that's not part of the fucking
There's
deal.
a lot of...
Yeah, nope. Line that shit up tomorrow when we get there. Dude, it's been in that situation so many times. Just stop for now. Oh, I hate this woman.
Bringing together a cohesive strategy of putting pressure on the chamber instead of only
Oh, I wish someone would put pressure on the chamber, all right?
focusing on the pressures inside the chamber.
That's a really interesting thought.
I wish we could put you in a chamber.
Did he? No.
Some sort of like delousing chamber.
Listen. This Hayes faggot. Did you see him? Hayes is every one of those soy boys. Did you
You're
see him say?
so jealous of Chris Hayes, dude.
Watch. Listen to what he said after that word salad.
The chamber.
That's a really interesting thought. You know.
No. Okay, I'll help you out. She's a very uninteresting thought. But did you see the? She didn't. What was interesting about? Forget her. Let's stop for a second. Forget. I thought I was going to be most mad at her.
Imagine having like that kind of like level of bosses where it's just you're not even allowed to do your job.
Forget her for a second because she's a dumb 27-year-old idiot. Forget her. Let's. What did she say, sir? Can you tell me what was interesting about her thought?
Well, it's interesting to think about.
What's interesting
you
to
gotta think about it.
I am thinking about it, but what do you want me to focus on?
Creating organizational structures.
It's already an organized structure.
And cross synergy across platforms
now you're just
in the
using-
Beltway.
no. This isn't a corporate retreat.
So we can take down these fat cats.
Okay.
These K Street fat cats.
Got it.
Up there that are, being fat cats. Should I draw a cartoon?
You just drew Garfield.
Should I draw a cartoon of two tuxedo-wearing cats that are overweight, counting bags of money? What?
That's 50% of 50% of the New Yorker cartoons.
You're welcome, Ben Garrison. Get cracked on that. That one was on the house.
Just too fat. With monocles? Do they have monocles and top hats?
Always two cats with the monocle. Meh, 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 smoking cigars. Dressed like old railroad tycoons. And you're like, how did that kitty get that tuxedo? Kitty can't open up a bank account. Can't let a cat run a business.
Oh, fuck.
We missed, we didn't even get to the fucking,
I know. We
thing.
didn't even get to the fucking Dropkick convention. The Shaggy 2 Dope, Limp Bizkit. You know what? We'll get to it tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah, I'm probably going to do it tonight, too, like
Yeah, you
50
have to.
times. It's just too, because there's so many licensed songs that I can't play. We can't play on this show. I can't play there. You're ready to hear a lot of Limp Bizkit and ICP later tonight.
Wait, they're the... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Just quickly. And you can play more of it tonight.
It looks like they literally pulled Fred Durst out of bed for this fucking for this tour.
Fred Durst should be making a video in his car.
We don't know any Pearl Jam, bro.
This is still just so hateable.
Okay, he's wearing a Raiders jersey, a camo hat, and like
Motorcycle gloves, like
motorcycle
motocross gloves.
Motocross gloves, yeah. Okay, now I'm hoping that he gets drop kicked.
God, why did we think these guys were cool, man? When I was 13,
I
we really
this.
thought these
Oh, it
guys
was so awesome.
$3 bill y'alls was like it was the coolest thing when you were 13.
This goes out to you, Ben Stiller. You my favorite motherfucker.
Don't remind me of this.
What?
Because Chocolate Starfish is one of those albums
And
that's
the hot dog flavored water.
actually very good sonically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good album. It stands on its own. But the problem is that things like that, like every track starts off with a butthole clinchingly cringe, like very early 2000s reference that you go, oh.
Yo, I'm at line of Blockbuster, yo.
But seriously, yo, this goes out to Ben Stiller. Like, and it's like, and then he's got like Method Man there for no reason. 2000s were really weird.
Fuck.
Like 9/11 really fucked us up. And we were just in kind of a haze for the first half of that decade. Like, I don't know, man. I guess we'll just do what we did in the late 90s some more.
It's about to come.
What is he doing? Is he doing, remember the guy? Do you remember, first of all, pause.
Well, I'm rocking out. Go ahead,
He's
sorry.
got no fucking lungs anymore. You notice that?
No.
Remember who were the SNL guys? The dancer? Remember the dancer? The guy that would like show up to like Lady Gaga and like audition for her?
Yeah.
And everything in his dancing was just reenacting what was going on in the song.
It was Chris Kattan was one of them, and Parnell.
Chris
Kattan and Parnell. Yes, that's what it was. Yep.
And they would dance
with the
there,
boombox.
Try to pick my heart up off the floor. Like, that's what he's doing. It's so uncomfortable. That's what he's doing, right?
Oh, fuck. Yep.
It's so fucking. Limp Bizkit cover band's not bad.
No, this is actually Limp Bizkit.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I believe the Limp Bizkit cover band's called Nookie.
What happened to them?
Come on, where's that drop kick?
I saw a bunch of other videos that were just a kick.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. This is really cringe, man.
Imagine unironically going to one of these. Like, I'd go if we got, like, passes to go cover it or something. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to Limp Bizkit. Imagine paying for parking to go to this. That would hurt, I think, more than the tickets. Would be having to pay for parking.
Now we're all rooting for the drop kick. There it is.
But he misses completely.
He missed him one. Oh, okay. Oh, here.
And at first I thought maybe they grabbed him, like, and slowed him down. But no, he had free reign.
Oh, fuck.
That was
you're right. He missed completely.
It was pretty pathetic. It was like, if I don't see this clip on Botchamania,
you know it's going to be on
it better be, because technically it's very wrestling related.
Because they learn how to wrestle for their ICP wrestling.
And
thing,
Limp Bizkit's one of the 5 bands of Doom.
Yep.
And ICP. Yeah, so this has got to end up on Botchamania.
All right, let's see.
Botchamania. How great would that? How great would it have been if that chant got going in that audience?
It would have been
Botchamania.
Knowing them though, no, that's probably the same group of people.
What a pussy, goodness, pull it off. It's one guy. Calm down, it's one guy. Well, it's 2 guys.
That's too many guys, somebody said in the audience.
Let's give that guy a hand. Come on.
Why is this still beef going? Like,
I don't know, and it's funny. And honestly, Limp Bizkit, none of them seem like they want to be there.
No,
they must all have money problems
The
right
only
now.
one that seems like he wants to be there is your new black bassist because he's,
Oh yeah, new guy always wants to be there because it's like, oh, I get to say I was in Limp Bizkit, but it's
what year though?
But even the old Limp Bizkit bass player doesn't want people to know he was in Limp Bizkit. No.
Guys, we went a little late for you.
Fuck out of here.
So if you want to help us out, patreon.com/we're not sorry. Become a patron. Help the show out, folks. Nightwave tonight?
Yes, sir.
I will be back tomorrow with a Daywave. Sorry I missed it today. There's no way I could have done it. YouTube.com/Daywave Radio if you want to check that out. We'll be back tomorrow with a fresh new Revenge of the Sis. Make sure if you're watching this to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Don't hit your wife unless she's asking for it. See you tomorrow. Revenge of the Sis. Happy birthday, Closer. Sorry, I meant to say it live on air. Happy birthday.